In this we see how to import ANSYS Workbench, and to import ANSYS Workbench we have to go from start. There we have to find ANSYS. In ANSYS 16, here I am using ANSYS 16. In this you see that here it is ANSYS Workbench. If you click on it you will get something like this. This is ANSYS Workbench window, and here we see we have to do, it is basically analysis system, and this is component system. In component system we can do anything, and in ANSYS analysis here we can select the which type of analysis we are going to perform. So first of all I would like to do how to create a model in ANSYS Workbench. For that we have to click on geometry. If we double click on geometry we can also see that the geometric toolbar is generated over here. If we want to drag this toolbar we can also drag it over here. These are the two methods how we can insert the geometry in project schematic window. The second part is to import the geometry. If we have already created the geometry in some another software we can also import it in this part. For that we have to click on import, or we can import the analysis system. So this is the method to import geometry. First of all we have to right click over here and we get this much. So import geometry. In import geometry we have to browse for geometry. I have already created a geometry in, so if you have created a geometry in other project you can browse it and directly open it. If you don't then you have to create it in ANSYS. For that you have to click on geometry, double click on geometry, and you will get the geometry modeling window, basically a modeling window. It will take a time to open it. Yes, this is design modeling window. The first step is to change the unit. So I am put the unit in millimeters. Suppose I have to create a rectangular box. So first of all we have to click on plane. Then after creating a plane, just I will do to look at the window, look at the plane, and then go on sketching. Sketching give me various tools to create a diagram. Suppose if I have to create a rectangle, I will create a rectangle over here. Now what I need to give the dimension of this rectangle. So what I do is basically go on dimension, and in dimension I select general dimension. It will give me the two values for general dimension. Let's say this is 80 and this is 30, or make it 50. So this is my rectangular dim dimension. Now I have to extrude it so that it will make a plane, it will make a solid. So I will click on extrude. Now it will ask me for give the dimension of extrude. Let's say I give the 30, but if I need to extrude from both sides, just I am doing just to change the direction both symmetric, so that you can see that the extrude will be happen to both sides. Now in next we are going to generate it. So click on generate. Here you see before generation there is a thunderbolt sign, and after generation it will be give us the okay right method. Now the main thing is to hide this dimension. To hide this dimension what we need to do is go on sketch and hide sketch, so that the dimension will be eliminated from your main screen and you can do your further dimensions. This is the way to create a model. uh, there are various things which I want to discuss over here. Now you see that you can also change the unit from this place, and in view you can see the what are the different thing which you want to see on your tab. Now in tool there are options. Now in options you have to select all these things which are in this manner, so that these are the default parameter which has been selected over the design tool. This is all about tutorial number 1. You can save the project over here, and you can name it the project name and save to your default folder. You can also save your project over here, so that next time you want to open the folder, open this project, you can also open directly from your file. For that you have to click on open and then select that file that you have saved earlier, and you can open it. Thank you.